The biggest risk is not taking any risk. In a world that's changing really quickly, the only strategy that is guaranteed to fail is not taking risks. Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg, even though I don't agree a lot of things that he does and Facebook, data, selling data, whatever, no, he's actually a guy that at a very young age, you could say he was a genius, prodigy, but not just because you don't have that same ability or maybe the same situation as him doesn't mean you can't do it. He just did it more quicker, or he did it quicker than you. Doesn't mean you don't have time to do it. And that phrase that he said or quote, it's just so fucking real. Like holy shit. Like let me just repeat it again. The biggest risk is not taking any risk. In a world that's changing really quickly, the only strategy that is guaranteed to fail is not taking risks. And me, I always think that, oh, what if I do this? And what's the point if, like, I'm 99% sure I'm going to fail? But that 1% is still there, and it's just so hard to overcome. I've done drop shipping of mugs that I did for like 2 weeks, and I was just like, ah. I did like posters, like it was just something so stupid. I tried drop shipping like kind of like clothes. I didn't even launch. I did try to do videos. It didn't videos as in video editing, and it was around like martial arts. Kind of did it for a little bit, but I got overwhelmed and didn't didn't go far with it. I didn't. I go to the gym and I tried my best to get the best physique I can, but I still fail. Like I don't put that my foot down and press on the gas and go for it. Sometimes things get things get in the way of things that you want to do, but it really shouldn't be an excuse. And I personally am getting really tired of just not be able to commit to something and plan things and put in the effort, extreme effort. Sometimes I think about a lot with I grew up a little bit religious, but I wasn't really that big into the church and all that. But I would go every Sunday for a long time with my grandma in Mexico. And you're a kid, you don't really listen or whatever. But now that I'm 25, I'm trying to like reconnect a little bit, trying to see, okay, well, let's pay a little bit more attention to this God stuff and just what it's all about. Why is there so many people that follow this faith? And a lot of the times, I don't know if you guys have heard it, but when you have a feeling that you want to do something or you want to go for something, it's not it's not that it's not you, but it's also God wanting you to go for it. Like that fucking feeling of you wanting to like, "Ah, I want that, I want to do it. Like fuck, I just want to put my energy to this, and that that is God telling you to go for it. And you know, this is where it gets complicated. Where like my beliefs, and because I also believe in if you put that effort and that energy, especially your energy, into the world, the universe, and the universe prepares you back. It could be God paying you back, but there's a thing where that feeling of you wanting to do something is because the future you already did it. Like in the saying if you go 10 billion years into the future and you see yourself Your goal, you became what you wanted. And so that guy from 10 billion light years away is speaking to you through the universe, wanting you to go for it. So it's basically saying it's the universe telling you that you're already there, that you just gotta go through it. It's just so fucking like mind blowing in a way a little bit. Like it's just feels right. Like the phrase just feels that it makes so much sense. It's just the future you speaking to you through the universe. And it also has to do with why am I doing this video. I think my last video was maybe like a month ago, February I think, or maybe January, who cares. I was supposed to upload a video talking about love. It was February 14th, and I wanted to drop a video of kind of like, oh, what my thoughts on love are. I've been reading the Symposium, and it's a kind of like philosophy book. It's a little bit short, and I was gonna give my thoughts into it, and I was always just couldn't fucking sit down, write shit down, think about the fucking book, and press play on the computer and record a fucking video. I have a phone, I have an iPhone, but I feel like with my laptop it's kind of like a vibe. I don't want to really put in much effort right now. I just want to video, boom, done. YouTube. But anyways, but I feel like a lot of people have that same feeling as in why we have a lot of mental health stuff, like people are going through stuff, depression, just life and stuff. And a lot of people a lot of people nowadays that with social media, they're expanding their knowledge, and everybody wants to be something in this world, and social media makes us feel like we're nothing. But sometimes that itch of wanting to create something is just it. And if you create something and you make a living off of it, it just seems like the dream come true, right? I feel like back then you couldn't really pursue a couple stuff, some stuff, because you were really it wasn't really as easy with social media now that you could just press play and just talk and do whatever you want. But I would say just do it. That feeling that you want to do something is just God speaking to you, or it's the future you speaking through the universe, telling you, sending you a message, fucking mentally. Yeah, go for it. Like that feeling is just inside of you. Like go paint that fucking forest, that tree, or go to the gym and train every day and get your goal of fucking deadlifting 2 plates, or go build that fucking project car that you always win. Save up and go build it, and then make that Instagram page about your car and show off your car, show off your hard work. But whenever I get into these little rants and I press play and it feels right, then I'm doing this. It just feels like this is what I want to. This is what I want to do. This is what I want the rest of my life to be like, speaking through this fucking screen through a signal that goes into other people's devices, and then they get to see it. Like that, it's such a fucking mind blowing concept that everybody I could meet anybody around the world. We used to not even know that America was a fucking continent. We only knew Europe. And anyways, just start doing what you want to do, because 10 billion years away, you're already there. Successful or content with that thing that you always wanted to do and you had the guts to do it. And yeah, so good luck. I hope you do it. Just go for it, just like me and just like other people are trying to do the same thing in different ways.